Alright, you guys, welcome back to Janie's Crazy Life. As you know, my last video was, what is family? Well, this one's going to be, what is a friend? This is my definition of what a friend is. After we ask Google, what is a friend? Okay. Google doesn't want to talk. Why does Google not want to talk? Okay, let's try it again. Google, what is a friend? Okay. Siri, what is a friend?
Here's some information.
Well, she's not going to tell me, but she says, friendship is a relationship of mutual affection between people. It is I can't read with my glasses on. It is a stronger form of an interpersonal bond than an association. It has been studied in academic fields such as communication, sociology, social physiology, anthropology, and philosophy. Various academy theories of friendships have been proposed, including social interchange of therapy, equity therapy, relationship dynamics, and it says more, and attachment styles. Okay, that's not what Google said. Let's try Google one more time, see what Google says friendship is. What is friendship? Okay, I got the same thing from Google. That's not what I got before. Okay, let's try this one again. What is friendship? Okay. What is a friend? Okay, he's not going to speak it, but it says, a person whom knows and with whom one has a bond, mutual affection, typically exclusive of sexual or family relationship. So, that being said, okay, so basically a friend is not a family member. Now, I know there are people out there who says their sibling is their best friend, their mother is their best friend, their father is their best friend. That is wonderful, but we're not talking family. We done did that. We are talking friendship. Okay, to me, there are multiple types of friends. There are friends you see, you run into every now and then, or see a couple times a year. That's great. There are friends that you see at functions you go to, like organizational functions. It could be anything from a business, or a volunteer type function. So you had those kind of friends. Church type, you go see them at church every week if you go to church. There's those kind of friends you have. They're, acquaintance type friends. And then there are friends that you have through other people. Maybe they're not close friends to you, but you can say, hey, we're friends. But maybe they're friends of friends and stuff. And then there's those people who are friends that feel like they should be family. Okay. I mean, I have a little bit of everything. I don't have a huge amount of friends. And that's okay, because I'd rather have quality than quantity. I have a good amount of friends that if I ran into them, I could pick up talking to them like I saw them last week someplace, and maybe I have not seen them in 6 months. I ran into a friend the other day, Melissa, and I have not seen Melissa in, oh my gosh, probably a couple of years. I think my husband and daughter have run into her more than I have, but I could stand there and talk to her forever. So there's friends like that. You take a few minutes to pick up and figure out what's going on with each other, and then you talk like no tomorrow, And those are the friends that I wish we could all take more time to spend together and do things, because they're always the ones you go, hey, you run into them. A lot of times you run into them when you're just out, like at Wally World or out, holiday shopping, and you go, oh, I really wish we could spend more time, or you want to make more time, or you talk to them on Facebook. See, Facebook has helped a lot. Facebook has actually helped a lot with friendships, because Facebook is a two-sided sword anyways. It's got a lot of bad, but it's got some good. It allows you to keep in contact with friends you don't see on a daily or weekly or monthly basis. And you can kind of see things going on. Like with Alyssa, I can see that her children are growing up, and I can see the changes. And I feel like, hey, it's nice to see that. But at the same time, I think we put way too much out on Facebook. We're all guilty of it, even myself. So, it's good for that. And it's good for, sometimes finding someone you have not seen in a long, long time. Now that's not, those old friends that you knew when you were much younger. Sometimes it's not so good finding people, because people change and you remember what you remember from way back. So that, I say, think twice before you do that, because I've done that a couple times. Hunted somebody up on Facebook that I haven't not seen in like 20 years, 30 years. And for the most part, it's been a pleasant journey to go to find them, see what's going on. But you have these memories of what it was like, and you were younger, they were younger, and people do change. So that's another kind of, but Facebook is good for keeping in touch with the past a little bit, and keeping in touch with those people you can't see on a monthly, weekly, or whatever basis. That's great for that. And then you have those friends that are in your life. You may talk to them a couple times a week on the phone. You may talk to a girlfriend or a friend once a day on the phone. Those are wonderful. And then you have those friends that you were glad they were out of your life. They have taken advantage of you, whether it's physically, mentally, financially, or just you were the giver and they were the taker. That happens. That doesn't mean don't trust people in the future, because it's hard. Every time that happens to you, you think to yourself, why didn't I learn from that? But you did learn from it. Hopefully it helps you notice it the next time it could happen. I had that happen last year to me. I was friends with someone, and it was I was financially used, and hey, it happens. I'm too much of a giver, so I got taken a little bit. But at least I learned. At least I found out. At least I realized it, before it got too bad. And unfortunately, it's because I'm a giver, But there's always something good that comes out of it. I met Bevels and West through it, and I'm very thankful for that. And if it hadn't been for being in that relationship with that person, I probably would not have met Bevels and West. And I can step back and see that was not a good relationship, because that person thinks that the relationship ended over something as stupid as paparazzi. So, if they actually think that, if somebody actually thinks that your relationship is going to end over something as silly as something like a selling scam or something, then they weren't your friend to start with. These people who break up relationships over political opinions, or whether or not somebody likes a singer and actress or something, they weren't your friends to start with. They broke up with you over your views on something like that, and they have nothing to do with you. And they didn't stop to find out really what was going on. They weren't your friends to start with. They just weren't. So you just have to see the signs. I don't know what the signs are. You have to figure it out for yourself. But when you have a true friend. You can feel it. You can go through things and they're there. I have got a good solid circle of friends. I say circle even though they don't all know each other, but I've got a good group of friends that I've been through some stuff in life, and they were there, and they still hang around. These are even friends that are like, I don't see all the time. So the people that are on my friend list are there because they have been there on and off throughout the years when I've needed them. They have been there non-judging. They have been there give and take. I mean, because really a friendship should be a give and take. Sometimes you give more at certain periods, sometimes you take more at certain periods. But it should not be a one-sided friendship. It should not be one person always gives and one person always takes. That's not a friendship. I'll tell you right now, it just isn't, you know. A friend should be somebody who you can trust. A friend should be somebody who you're not afraid to tell them something. And a friend should be somebody you can give advice to, whether or not you agree with them, and they should be able to take it and not want to end the relationship over it. I mean, and a friend should have your back. Okay, they should have your back. And if you don't feel like a friend doesn't have your back, even if it's over something stupid, then they're not your friend. So, I mean, I don't know how else to explain a friendship. And this is just my opinions. Maybe I'm just rambling about friendship. But you should have a friend. A friend should be someone who makes your life better, not makes your life worse. I mean, I did what Google and whatever said friendship was to you guys. Y'all can look it up in the Webster Dictionary or whatever word app you might have on a phone. But remember, a friend should be somebody you enjoy spending your time with. And sometimes friends are more than family. You know, sometimes they're better than your family. But again, we're not going on the family thing. The family video was already done. This is about friends. You know, they are very important in your life. They really are. I mean, some of my friends have even gone through when just hit on that family thing for a minute. My friends have been there when the family has not been there, and that's important to me. I think if you don't have one or the other, you should like if you don't have a good friend base, you should have a good solid family base. If you have no family, you should have a good solid friend base. You need one or the other. You really do. You need people in your life. You need to have people around you. I mean, I would not substitute my husband and kids with my friends any time in life. But it's very important to have really good friends and stuff in your life. I just think it is. That's just my opinion. Again, this is all my opinion, all my talking, and I'm just rambling. So I'm going to leave y'all at that. Make sure the friends in your life are quality. They bring you up, don't bring you down. Because friends should not bring you down. They shouldn't bring you down. They shouldn't take advantage of you. And they should not talk bad about you when you're not around. They should always be in your corner, whether or not they agree with you. Because you cannot agree with a friend, but still support them in what they do. Because I may not agree with friends of mine, but I'm going to be there for them. You know, years and years ago, I had a friend who contemplated an abortion. I didn't agree with it, but I would have been there for her. You know, I would have been there. And she knows it. She didn't do it, but she knows I would have been there for her. But, so it's just, you know, you'll find out who your real friends are. You find out. You find out. It's really easy. It may take you a few minutes. And hopefully you get out before you get burned too bad. That's all I have to say. So enjoy the craziness of life because you might laugh about it when you tell a friend. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.